Kathy Vik, Deeply Awake Chats 2017. I only have a few things to say today because, well, partly because I don't have a lot of time, and partly because I know everyone is on their own path of discovery. There was a solstice, I keep calling it a solstice. There was an eclipse, on Sunday morning. I was there on the Lookout Mountain. Yes, I got there. I got to see dawn. I got to see the sunrise on Lookout Mountain in Denver, just outside Golden, Colorado. And I got to go to my power place, and I left an offering of great power and unspeakable love up there. And then I went to the parking area and I watched the sun some more. And then I drove away and I had an adventure. It was fun. And the day progressed magically. And the days have been progressing magically, but quietly and without commentary. Today I woke up feeling better and clearer, and I want to comment on that. I've spent a lot of time in this process scratching my head and criticizing because I was criticizing me. Because I'd get all clear, feeling good, and then the lights would go out, and it seemed like I'd have the same things happen, or I'd feel the same way. And what I'm noticing is that I have begun to think that some of this stuff is a virus. It's a thought virus. It's a brain thing. It's neurologic. It gets in you and it stops everything. The thinking gets real rigid, and it's not right. The thinking isn't right, and then it grinds the gears up. It's like sand in the gears. And I'm seeing it with a lot of my friends and loved ones. So obviously I know I've got it too. This morning, waking up and realizing, it's about letting these things that are not, they're bent and misshapen and malformed, and they had to get that way because of the outside pressure. The heat and the wind and the pressure, made the inside structure bend and morph and grow in a way that wasn't entirely healthy. And then the light comes up. And the thing about these trees is that they immediately start growing straight and clear and true as soon as the light gets put on them. They're different trees as soon as the light's on them. It's not like a tree up in the Arctic where, it's molded into a bended up tree and it stays that way forever. No, these trees are always malleable, and they change depending on how much light's in the room. And what I'm getting is that this has been about increasing the light. And what I was shown and what I was told is that there are areas of my life that were just so thick with this thinking and with powerlessness and with pain and all of that stuff. It's that required incremental light, incremental changes. When something traumatic happens to you and you explain it to yourself in a way that makes the world, seem to be able to go forward, a traumatic event stops everything cold. You got to put it together. Sometimes those explanations are incorrect. And, but the explanation is vital to your survival. And so you perpetuate your own misunderstandings at times. I saw that last night, how during a stressful time, just as a response to situational temporary stress, one can adopt habits, behaviors that relieve the stress. And the first time that happens, it's so rewarding. And so it may be maladaptive, but it's done again, and then it's done again, and then it's done again. Then it becomes a pattern. Then it becomes a way of life. Every single time you might feel crap about yourself, but it solves the problem, so you keep doing it. And then pretty soon, the problem that it was solving had long been taken care of. And suddenly you're known as this person who does this all the time. That's the problem if you get into a habitual thing and then people glom on it and hang pieces of your personality on it. You like to wear tattered clothes, and so people decide to make fun of you in a sweet way about that. And there's, I don't know, it just feels weird. Feels like you're loved and you're made fun of at the same time. Well, in that instance, it's really getting to the point where you realize through incremental change that the people who are making fun of you don't even have to listen to that. And what used to crush you, suddenly you're not paying attention to. They told me, you could have had a big, huge light infusion, sure. And it would have been beautiful. But the problem is I would not have recognized it as my own. These problems, these affectations I've taken on, these habits that I've labeled me, that cause me to stress and cause me to think bad thoughts about myself, that cause other people to think badly about me. Habit. But more, part of me. Not functional, not desired, but seemingly fixed. They're not. Part of it is prayer. Part of it is knowing. These are just tricks of the light, tricks of the mind, logic problems. Part of it is this energy. Having an intention of just, I'm done. I don't want this human stuff. I don't want to be weighed down like this anymore. I know there's a better way. Show me the way. Show me the way. But had this light come, and I hadn't done my work, I wouldn't have seen it as mine necessarily. I've had years of applying this and of falling down, waking up the next day and realizing that I'm back to normal. Someone I don't like, in a world I don't like, in a life I don't like. Wah. It's not a fun place to be. And that's it's the lie, because none of that stuff is true. The other thing I really want to say is that I know that I talk a lot about having been banged around. And I know I've also copped to banging people around. You can rest assured that I don't intentionally harm anyone. But I know that I'm ham-handed, and people get their feelings hurt regardless of my intention. God. And then I realized, well, you know, what goes for me goes for everybody. There are no bad people out there. There's no dark people out there. Darkness is a metaphor. It's been really hard. Being so in love with someone and being so hurt by them. Being so devoted to somebody and being so slighted. Being so loyal to someone. And being so made fun of. All of these things were within my inner circle. And I was in this place of just, ew. Well, you know, if light can infect that stuff, it has. Huh. It's all becoming so real. Physical. Even the ear sounds. I've been hearing these beautiful tones, and they're so loud, and they don't hurt, but they're obvious. And it was only, and so earlier in the day yesterday, ooh, but then when I was driving home, this one, and I thought, now wait a minute, they're telling me something. This is communication. And I dropped back, and I thought, how do I feel? What's going on? And I heard a word. And it was exactly what I was thinking about, and it's exactly what I needed. It is communication, but it feels so real. I mean, I could feel them yesterday morning when I heard it in this side. I knew that was them. I physically feel so connected to something really grand, to a sound in my ear that connects to magically to a word that helped me to understand something so deeply in that moment. Wow. Wow. Had this come out once, I wouldn't have recognized it as mine, and I wouldn't have recognized my life as mine, and I wouldn't have thought that I deserved it or had earned it. Me. So carry on with your work. Carry on. Work on your self-esteem. Work on your self-worth. Work on reasons why it's appropriate to give yourself a break. Why in this moment, where maybe everyone around you has confirmed to you that you are worthless, and they have done it in a mean way. First layer. How do you feel? Who are you? Where do you come from? Look up at the sky. Look at a tree. Hear a bird singing. Imagine a flower. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? What do you feel? Think of something pure. Think of something clean. Think of something that makes your heart feel light just for a moment. And all that yammer begins to recede. And it's not easy. I am living proof how hard it is. Hopefully my videos can help. I'm really excited about this. I'm really, really grateful for Cryon and for all the work they did, leading the way. Really thankful. And beyond grateful to my team for keeping me alive up until now. I don't know how they did it. But here I am. Alright, it's time to go to work and do many things. There are many new things in the air. And they're all within the old. Not all of them. Many of them. But they're brand new. They're brand new. They've been cleaned with this light. Cleaned, made clean. Oh my God. It really is true. I'm thinking of that one passage in Revelation I love so much, about the people who are wrapped in love. All they can do is worship the one, fall down and love the one. And they've been made clean. Their robes have been made clean with the blood of the Lamb. That blood metaphor. Blood of the Lamb. What's more pure? What's more pure than that? It ain't 100% functional human DNA. But that's not something that's easily metaphorized. Better to go with purity, innocence. Purity and innocence. Purity and innocence. Boy, oh boy. Alright. Have a good day. Namaste.